Hello, YouTube. It's your boy Walt, and I was strolling through Instagram yesterday, and I saw the short to this video where apparently a woman had 2 kids, and then after a few years of having these kids, she apparently just said, "I don't want to have kids no more." So she went and dropped the kids off at her sister's house, right under the guise that, oh, they're just going to be staying with you for like a month for the summer, and then the summer came and then the summer ended, and well, let's just watch. Listen.
Double time on my business. Make it funky, funky, funky. Make it funky, funky, funky. All rise for support court with Judge Van Der Bee. Judge, this is case number JVB1070, Allen case.
Thank you.
This nigga look like Morris Chestnut.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Allen.
First off, again,
you all may be seated.
Look at the smile this lady comes in with. This lady is mental, bro. Let's just watch though.
Okay, Miss Allen, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, basically, my sister came and dropped her kids off 9 months ago and hasn't come back for them.
How old are the kids?
4 and 7.
All right. What do you mean she
4
dropped
and
them off
7.
and hasn't come back?
Well,
tell me the story. Like, what happened?
For one summer, she just, called and said, "Hey, I need to, would you like your niece and nephew for the summer?" And I said, "Sure, So I took care of them because I know she works hard and she, is, attending school at night. And
it's funny. It sounds like she's trying to be there. She's trying to be the good person here, the bigger person. But
I don't have any kids, so I, volunteered to help out. But she hasn't come back for them, nor does she give any financial support. So I'm here.
you gave a woman that doesn't have
and
kids,
you want
your kids.
your sister to pay child support to you for her 4-year-old and her 7-year-old?
Yes.
Okay. Are these boys, girls?
The older one's a girl, and
Okay.
the younger one's a boy.
Okay. What about health insurance?
She pays the health insurance.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I love my niece and my nephew, and I don't necessarily want to keep them from her, but if she needs my help and I can help, then I want to, but I need her help also.
Of course, she dropped her off at her sister's spot, bro. Just hear the way the sister is talking. The sister is such a good person that she knew she could take advantage of her sister. Because her sister literally said, "Oh, well, I don't want to drop her kids off over there if she's not ready to take them." When it's like, bro, she came and dropped her kids off at your house. She didn't give a fuck about whether or not you were ready to take care of 2 kids that aren't yours. She didn't care at all. But her sister is so thoughtful that she's like, well, I'm not just going to go and drop these kids off somewhere. I'm not going to go and just give them back. If she can't take care of them, I do want to take care of them. I just need a little bit of financial help.
No shit, Sherlock.
Like, I like her.
All right.
That's
like
it.
her.
I'm not trying to be ugly or malicious to my sister.
can
I
tell.
want her to do well. I just need help.
I can tell.
Understand.
She's a very
Okay.
sweet woman.
Ma'am, what is the reason that you dropped your children off with your sister and haven't been back to get them?
I just decided that I don't want to have kids.
What?
Excuse me?
I don't want to have kids.
And this is the thing I say, right? I was looking in the comment section of the short that I saw yesterday. And so many women had the gall of saying, well, men do this all the time. When do men do this? When do men have the opportunity to do this? Right? When do men get the opportunity to choose to birth a child, and then after they chose to birth that child, they're like, nope, I'm gonna just give that kid away. When?
That
We just can't.
Yeah, well, you already had them, so they're yours.
Exactly. Like, you chose to
Your
have
sister
these kids.
is raising them. Don't you think you should want to get them back? Or you don't want kids at all? You don't want the responsibility, anything?
No, I just don't want to have kids.
But you had them though. Now you don't want the responsibility, but way back when you had those kids, you did. And more than likely is she had these kids because she thought having these kids was gonna make whatever man she was with in the past stay with her. Which is the thing a lot of women do. They try to use these kids as like a blackmailing tactic to force a man to stay with them. And then when the man doesn't fall for it and he says, fuck that, I would rather not be with you and not see my kids, at least for the beginning of their lives, that's when these women that's when they start realizing, oh, I fucked up.
That's true.
She did fuck up.
Anymore.
Okay, interesting. Now, what about the financial part of it? What about paying your sister child support to take care of your children? I mean, you don't want them. You're not raising them. They've been with her for the past 9 months. So wouldn't you say it's fair to give her some money for them?
I don't really have it. I only make like $40,000 a year.
You make, on average, what the majority of people make. The majority of people make around $40,000 a year, right? That's the majority of people that take care of their kids. So you're telling me your sister, who does have kids, who's forced to take care of your kids, you can't send her a bit of your normal annual income that the majority of fucking Americans make? You can't send her a bit of that? That makes no sense. The majority of Americans make around $40,000 a year. You're telling me you can't send her a bit of the annual income of most people to take care of your kids?
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
But you're making money,
That's
okay?
crazy.
Do you live alone?
Yes.
You live alone. You make $40,000 a
And you
year.
live alone.
She said you pay health insurance.
And I go to school at night.
Who
Okay.
cares?
Well, that's good. You don't want to. What are you going to school for? Let me ask you this first.
For fashion.
Fashion, okay. You plan to make a lot of money with that?
Hopefully one day.
She's an old
Do
woman
you
that thinks like
intend
a
on
20-year-old
getting your
girl.
kids back at some point?
No. I mean, when she's alone.
I don't know.
When she's old and alone and she needs people there to take care of her, yeah, I'm sure then she's gonna start thinking, oh man, it'd be nice to have a family. But right now, she's an almost 40-year-old woman acting like she's 20, right? Like she's able to just like not take responsibility for any of her actions. Like, you're not a 20-year-old goofy girl that can just do whatever.
I just know how I feel right now, and I just don't want to have my kids. I just want to focus on my career.
So let's talk about that. Did you just wake up one day and say, I don't want to have kids anymore, and I'm going to send them, make it seem as though I want my sister to keep them for the summer, when really I'm just going to drop them off and never pick them back up?
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
We're probably gonna end the video after this part because this is really just what I wanted to break down, right? The judge is smart. The judge, this black judge lady is smart because she's able to break down the reason why this woman wanted to get rid of her kids after 7 years later. Right? Because it's not like this woman is like, oh, I just had kids and it's 3, 4, 5 years in. And no, it's like, dude, it's been close to a decade of her having children. So something must have happened for this woman to right now wake up and be like, I don't want to have kids. There must have been something that happened right now for this woman to wake up and say, I don't want to have kids. And the judge is very smart. Watch how she breaks this down.
Like, how did you get to that point?
It just kind of happened, and it just...
That's what women love to say, but it never just
It
happened.
kind of just happened. Are you dating someone?
No.
Look at that.
Were you dating someone?
Yes.
You see, the judge is smart because she's a woman. She understands how women lie, bro. When you ask a woman, why did something happen? The thing that women tend to say is, well, it just happened. Why'd you cheat on me? Well, it just happened. Why'd you steal my money? Well, it just happened. Why'd you... That's how women always are. It just happened. But the more you ask questions that are relevant to the situation, the more you get to the real answer, which is, are you dating anyone? No. Were you dating somebody when this whole thing was going on? Yes. Now that makes you curious. Why? Why is it that you were dating somebody during this whole fiasco and now you're not? What happened between there and now? right? And did that person have anything to do with you now not wanting to have kids? Because that's how a lot of women are.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Especially older women like this. An older woman like this might find herself with a dude that's like 27, 28, right? A younger individual. And this dude will realize she has 2 kids. And I mean, she's not really attractive to me, but she's not like butt ugly that a dude wouldn't smash, right? So a 28-year-old, a 27-year-old dude he would have sex with her. He would have sex with her, true. Right? But the moment he realizes she has kids, he's not going to want nothing to do with that. And the moment she realizes he doesn't want anything to do with her kids, she's going to start hating her kids. This is the reason why I say women are really the worst to parent children by themselves. This is the reason why single mothers are the worst by themselves, because they're easily affected by random men out there in the world that are going to make them act weird towards their kids. We see this a lot. We see this a lot. We see how a woman will go out and date a dude for maybe a week, right? Maybe a week, and then she's already bringing the dude home to meet the kids. And then the dude is already, sitting around in his drawers in the fucking living room when the kids come back home eating. That's the typical thing we see women do all the time. They're so willing to let these random men and random people enter their lives and affect their children in all of these weird ways. And this is exactly what it is. She was trying to do that, but whatever man she had at the time didn't let it happen. He didn't want to deal with any children. And so now, in her mind, she's like, okay, well, I can't just have the children and have him. So I got to get rid of the children altogether for me to be able to have the type of man I want, which is so disgusting, bro. This is why women shouldn't be allowed to have children.
They have kids?
No.
They didn't want your kids around?
You take that long to answer, the answer is yes.
I mean, not necessarily. I just.
So was that what started this? You not wanting your kids because the person you were in a relationship with really didn't want your kids around?
Well, no.
Yes,
it's
yes,
just. I just want to focus on my school, and I just want to. I work.
And you can
so
tell
that's
she's
like
lying.
my whole day, and.
You have to understand why this is hard for me to process, right? Because myself, I'm a parent, and
I'm not. Dude, even if you're not a parent, to hear somebody say some shit like this is insane. You don't have to be a parent for this to be fucking insane.
do whatever for my kids. That includes career, whatever. So to be sitting across from you and you're very adamant about that,
yeah,
it's really shocking for me. So you have
Is
to.
it shocking? This is how a lot of women are. This is the reason I keep saying, stop giving women these kids, bro. Fuck it, we have over 4 decades. We have over 4 decades of stats to prove that single mothers are terrible at raising children. Give me a second. It sounds like somebody just got shot. Is that Terry? That nigga Terry always getting shot on Mondays, bro. But it's exactly like, this is the reason why I say single mothers are the worst. Like, we have over 4 decades of proof to prove that these women should not be allowed to raise these children by themselves. And yet to this day, women are still going to claim single mothers are powerful, single mothers are the best. Like, no, like, y'all is raising degenerates. Single mothers are single-handedly destroying society. Like, I'm being honest. Now, I'm not saying that men don't play their own part, but I'm talking about, like, the ideology that builds society, the ideology that builds good and bad. You understand? The ideologies that humans all carry that teach us the difference between good and bad, women are single-handedly destroying that. Destroying that, because all of these ideas of what is right and wrong to do, when it comes to a woman, they tend to think that it doesn't affect them. It's like, oh, well, as a woman, I can do whatever I want. And so long as I choose to say it's right, it's right.
Right, yeah, of course.
Hey, it's your boy. Well, I can't finish watching the rest of this because this shit, it's disgusting. It disgusts me. But I did want to make a video on this just to, let's have this conversation, man. Like, tell me I'm not the only one that sees this, right? And what's your boy, Walt? Like, sub, all that good shit. We'll catch you in the next one.
I hope you niggas enjoyed the video. But even if you didn't, don't forget to like and subscribe or I'ma shit on your carpet. It's your boy Walt. Catch you in the next video.